Hello, everyone, and welcome. We are surrounded by pageantry and tradition, and it's clear to see that college football will be at its best today. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Okay, so here comes the offense for the first time today. And here he comes, the guy who pulls all the strings in this attack.
I think what makes him so unique, he has such a good understanding of this offense, always seems to know what the answer is to the test.
Always in control. The receivers know they're going to get the football. Everybody believes in this dude.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
You want to get the crowd out of the game? Make it boring. Pound the football. Run the football right at them. It takes the juice away. It takes that sauce away. You don't get to those third down situations where they get absolutely bonkers and it's hard for the quarterback to even think. Just run the football right at them.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Running back searching for a hole. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
That big play has this defense reeling, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 14. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Got it in the middle. It's English. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Hey, I'll tell you what, that slot receiver, he may not be the biggest receiver in the world, but he is shifty, and he runs really good routes. You saw it on that play.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Leaves it with the back. Saunters into the end zone for a touchdown.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
No, and that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Coming after it. And that one's too high and too wide. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Defense has been looking so good on this drive so far. They already set up 3rd and long, and now they take all the throws away down the field. Great job in coverage. Great job reading the QB's eyes. So there's nowhere for him to go with it. He's got to throw it away.
Sometimes in life, there's only one thing to do. Punt. And they should punt. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. The RPO, it's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the 1st quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react to the play. So this can certainly open things up later.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Throws to the wideout. And they can't make the connection.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll have to punt for the 1st time this afternoon. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Comes out throwing on 1st down. It's caught. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
Well, after that completion on the corner route, it'll be interesting to see if later in the game the offensive coordinator tries to set the defense up by showing them the same pre-snap look, but this time sending the receiver to the middle of the field.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. He finds a soft spot in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
And I tell you what, those slant routes, they're timing routes, and those are really hard to get your hand on the football. Nice job by the defender seeing it, reacting to it, and getting his mitten there to knock it down.
Here they come on 2nd and 10 from the 47 after the incompletion. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he's going to be stopped just short of the 1st down. He tried to get it on his own.
Well, the unique thing about this defense with their nickel personnel is they're able to disguise what they're doing. They can play a lot of different coverages. They can play man, zone, but they can also bring the nickel player in the box and still be pretty good against the run. That time, pretty good job defending the QB scramble. Let's see what they do here on fourth.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Finds his target down the middle. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. He's not the biggest guy in the world, but on big moments, big fourth downs, they look for it.
And those guys are so hard to get your hands on. Like, you want to come up and jam them. You know the ball's going to come out pretty quickly, but he does a great job winning at the line of scrimmage. QB and him, same page. Fourth down, no problem.
Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Williamson. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. The give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
Or if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Not a productive first down play.
Got some work to do after that last play. 2nd and 13. Finds his man. It's Bentley. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Man, that's just kind of frustrating for an offense. You move the ball all the way down the field. You got an opportunity on third down, and you can't protect your quarterback. You get the sack, and now it's probably field goal time if you make a field goal.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. Splits the uprights. Good. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, the offense is trying to go counter, but the defense blows it up. And they do it by getting penetration up the middle, setting up the tackle for loss.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He leaves it with the back. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Fires to the middle. And that pass picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass. Perfect timing to run that personnel, and you get the pick.
Great spot to start this drive for the offense. Wants to throw on first down. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give out of the gun. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
And a great job on the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
The offense knocking on the door. First and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on first down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Pickup of 1. It's down at the 11.
He's tackled at the 11-yard line. It's now third and goal.
It's still third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Getting some heat. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on third down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
So they'll send out the field goal unit. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. After the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And the offense takes the field ready to go back to work. Quarterback on the keeper. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
And it's so hard to contain this guy with all those options he has and the experience at the quarterback spot. But nice job by the defense limiting the damage. Didn't give up a huge gain.
Offense gets set for second down. He'll keep it himself. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
Give to the back. Nice move there.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Now he's looking to throw it. Shoots it to the left. Makes a connection.
When you're a quarterback and you throw a comeback route, you really trust your wide receiver, and he's going to do what he's supposed to do. Obviously, all the way out towards the sideline, making it look like he's running right down the field. Nice connection between quarterback and wide receiver.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. It's a draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, he did everything he could to try to avoid all those defenders, but at the end, it's still a negative play. Tackle for loss.
One defender, then the next one. The blitzing guy got a shot at him. Everybody had a shot. It took a while to get him down.
Yeah, great effort by that defense, not quitting on the play.
Quickly complete. And he delivers the blow, and he's still running. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. The give to the tailback. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Bowers. Quick strike complete. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. They'll run play action. Unleashes one deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
A little less room to work with now. The ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. They're setting up the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
It is true as he puts 3 on the board. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Trying to find his man on 1st down. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
And now they have enhanced their degree of difficulty on 2nd and long from the 6. He's looking to throw. Got his man down the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Fires to the right. He's got it. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, the defense just needs to do a better job on that critical situation. That was a golden opportunity to get off the field, but quarterback and receiver, they were just better on that one. Nice throw. Nice job by the receiver getting his feet in bounds.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. They go to the ground. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
The counter play is a great play to mix in because defensively, you're not looking for the counter. You're looking to attack, attack, attack. All of a sudden, 2 guys pull across the formation. Now you got to change your direction really quickly, and it keeps you off balance and really keeps you on your heels.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. Gets it out quickly. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
When offenses run these slant routes, it's about putting the ball right on the numbers. And defensively, I got to be able to take those angles right away. See where he's at, break on the football. Poor angles there by the defense. The offense took advantage with some nice yards after the catch.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. At the 35, he's open. Nothing but green ahead. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. They'll run it. At the 45, on its way. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
Brings up 2nd down.
This offense set up with a 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. Finds his big tight end. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
He's got his man. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. When we talk to coaches, David, a lot of times we zone out when they say we got to get the ball in the hands of playmakers. Except when they get the ball in the hands of playmakers.
And, Reese, I think that's smart, right? Like, get your best players the football and get them to him fast. Let them do the rest of the work. You can see he gets the football. He can make somebody miss, make those big plays. You've got to highlight those playmakers.
It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And that's a great stop by this defense. 2nd down and goal. Getting the lost yardage play. Now putting your defense in a better position for 3rd down.
3rd and goal from way back there. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 3rd and goal for the offense. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Line gets set, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Man, I mean, you don't get more wide open than that, right? Big fella running down the field, nobody near him. Quarterback puts it on him. Just got to make the catch.
The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. Fast motion from the offense. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. Offense getting set for first down. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Wide open downfield. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. Handoff to the single running back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And the quarterback knew that that counter run play was going to be successful. He did a nice job counting the box before the snap. He knew he had good numbers. He knew he had good angles and blocking. So that is a green-lit play from the get-go. Hand it off, go make yards.
Might as well stick with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, when you're running counter, those offensive linemen crashing down, they've got to be able to pin those interior D linemen. They couldn't get it done there. They gave up too much penetration, and that led to the tackle for loss.
Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
What a great play by the defense. Listen, that's why he plays defense. Yes, I get it. I get the jokes. Defensive guys can't catch real well. But the offense, they caught a big-time break right there. That could have been disaster on their side of the field. Could have been a big turnover that led to points.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Quick release by the QB. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. To throw, it's Bowers. He's got his man. And they'll get him down, but boy, did he put some dudes in the spin cycle. My goodness. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Offense at an empty set. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. This time it's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender there closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimum gain.
And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on third and long. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And here comes the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. First down for this offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Snagged in the middle. It's Williamson. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They'll throw it on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Williamson. They'll immediately call timeout. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Works the middle of the field. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
And that's a first down.
Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. He'll come out throwing on first down. The pass ball is incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He's looking for an open man on second down. And just not enough field to hold that one. It's incomplete.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. Oh, he missed it. No good. And guys, not only a miss, but a missed opportunity to take the lead. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Bowling Green, Kentucky. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at LT Smith Stadium.
All teed up and ready to go here in the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Offense set on first down. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Really nice job by the defense. Here in the second half, they've got to have the mentality with the lead. If we just don't give up any more points, we get the W. We got to make big plays on 3rd down. They made a big one there.
They bring the punter onto the field now. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Wants to bring it back. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They'll go to the ground. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Off the play fake. He's going to let it go. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
And the offense gets a huge completion running 4 verticals down the field. They're using the speed at receiver and tight end to really try and stretch the field. And boy, oh boy, they made that happen.
After ripping off a big chunk of yardage, you figure they're going to go right back after him. 1st and 10 from the 31. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Bowers. Unloads it left. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
The quarterback just needs to settle down. He looks like he's just too excited right now. He had his receiver wide open down the field and just put way too much mustard on that throw, overthrowing an open guy. That should have been 6.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
In that 3rd and long situation, you'd like to see your quarterback have a plan. You know that they may dial up the blitz, so you've got to know where your answers are. Where's your hot route? Where's your sight adjust? Where can you get rid of the football if they bring an extra guy and the offense didn't look like they were ready for it?
The punt team makes its way onto the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
At the 44-yard line. Second down coming up.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. From the gun, running back gets to give. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. From the gun, the ground game. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Fakes the grab. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Looking to move it through the air. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
Yeah, and that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. He's looking to throw. Got it set up on the outside. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Out of the gun to give to the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Throws toward the end zone. And the pass hits, picked off.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
A first down for the offense. To the air, it's Bowers. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Really good job by the defense taking away the deep ball. Remember, you can roll those corners up, or you can roll those corners back. You want to take away the deep ball, keep them back deep. You want to take away the shallow stuff, bring them up tight on the line of scrimmage.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. Still running at the 40. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to take a shot. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And listen, there's different degrees of open, but in college football, that's open. When your receiver has a step on the guy, man, those are the ones you feel like you should complete most of the time, and he just overthrew that one.
2nd down coming up. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Plays like that, but just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at 35.
Well, the problem with the play-action game is that it forces the QB to hold on to the ball just a little bit longer to allow some of these plays to develop. And, of course, that gives this defense longer to get after him.
Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. Wide receiver coming across in motion. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Looking for the end zone. And it's caught for the touchdown. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. First down here for the offense. Got the quick completion. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. He wants to throw here on second down. And he gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great, but they got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
And here comes the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Wide out in motion. Off the RPO, complete. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Tackle is made at the 48-yard line. And a first down for the offense.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Scanning the field, it's Bowers. Makes his connection.
A lot of times you're throwing these slants to the big body guys because they're so physical and they can win with physicality. But when you throw to a little guy like this, I just know he's going to win with the speed. He's got that much quicks. He's going to win, and I'm going to force feed him the ball and let him make plays.
Clock winds inside, a minute to play here in the third. Quick completion to the right. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
On second down, caught by the receiver. He's tackled at the 31. And that's good enough for a first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Running to the left. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Looking to throw on second down. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And that's a big play for the defense. Playing at home, you're trailing. You need to create takeaways. You got to get the ball back. Nice job breaking on that one and knocking it away.
3rd and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. It'll be a draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They try to go draw, but there's just way too much penetration in the middle of the offensive line, and that the offense has a negative play.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on the 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. He'll do it himself. And that's a live ball. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And the defense did everything right against that option play. They got to the quarterback. They forced him to keep it. Not only do they create the fumble, but they jump on it behind the line of scrimmage. That is just perfect option defense.
Excellent field position here for the offense. It's a draw. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
With the run on 1st and goal. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Holding.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Going up top on 1st down. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw. Never gave his receiver a chance.
There's a great example of living to play another day. QB in the pocket, nobody open, throw it out of bounds.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. That's caught. It's Montgomery. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Take this one away.
He'll bring it out. It's Hardy. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. He's going to pass. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. They'll run it to the right side. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. And the ball is intercepted. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives him the ball at the 29-yard line. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Leaves it with the running back. Jukes his way for more. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
Good news is they didn't lose a ton of yards. The bad news is that's the 3rd sack they've given up now in this game. They have got to do a better job protecting this quarterback.
Third down following the sack by the D. Wide receiver shows motion. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get into the 33-yard line.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive regardless of what the score is, regardless of how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
Exploded for a huge chunk of yards on that last one. They'll try to do it again here, 1st and 10 from the 33. Give to the single back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff to teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Now the play fake. They're going for it all. And you just don't expect your junior quarterback to get fooled and to throw it into double coverage like that. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot, you start trying to aim and you really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And
Fires deep toward the end zone. Makes the catch and gets the score.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. The kickoff team out there getting set. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. He wants to throw. Fires one high and deep. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Got the back over the middle. Real power running by this guy as he bangs his way to the 24.
This offense has their work cut out for him, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Fires to the wideout. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Fires left. Makes the grab, and he's got the first.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down.
You see it so much in college football where they motion a running back out of the backfield. What are they looking for? Man coverage. Are you trying to cover my running back with one of your linebackers? If you are, I'm going to take advantage. I love taking advantage of the mismatch with your running back out in space. Keep doing that.
Caught over the middle. It's Williamson. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Got his man quickly. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Here's the handoff. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd down.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Off play action. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
I really like the play by the quarterback. Very, very smart. Listen, early in the downs, goal-to-go situation. Drop back. You don't see it right away. Tuck it and get positive yards. Make that next down easier so I can try to get a little bit closer to the goal line and I can get that touchdown. Headsy play by the QB.
Try to barge their way in. And he barrels into the end zone for a touchdown.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
PAT unit on the field. Smashes it through for the PAT. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Now on 2nd down. Just feeds the running back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27.
He did a really good job on 3rd down, knowing where the sticks were, making sure he got past it. Listen, quarterbacks can get hit near the goal line punching in. On 3rd down, those are those situations where it's okay to put the quarterback's body on the line.
To the ground with the back. Hard running there. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll try the run. And the final play is just a short gain, and we're at the end of the game.